There we go. There we go. So, what did we cover last week? Last week was week 6. We covered Python libraries. So, what are libraries? A library can be um, pre-written code. A library is a pre-written code. Like, for example, instead of you creating your own code that um, calculates that does all these complex mathematics problems, instead of you writing that code from scratch, you can use a pre-written library for you to maybe perform that particular operation that you want to perform, or that particular calculation. For example, you want to create a library, you want to create a login page, not really a page, but the login functionality, where people can then they can just come and use your code for that login. So in Python, you can create that library that will help people just plug and play your library. Then they have a whole complete secure fast best authentication system that they can have. So that's an example of a library that you can create. So those are what libraries are. So we covered Python introduction to NumPy. NumPy, we said it's numerical Python. Then we also covered pandas. Then we didn't cover matplotlib, and that's what we are going to be focusing for today. But before that, so what is NumPy? Just a quick recap. NumPy stands for numerical Python. NumPy stands for numerical Python. What is numerical? Numerical is derived from the word number. Number, it's numerical Python. So NumPy is when we are working with numbers. So we use this library when we are working with numbers. How? I want to do a calculation. Calculating the mean, the median, the mode. See all those kind of things we used to do in high school. Now that one, NumPy does all those calculations for us behind the scenes. Then it just gives us the procedure on how to use NumPy. NumPy works with numbers. Of course, you can take, for example, an array, then multiply the array. Take from a list of numbers, then calculate the mean. What is the mean? What is the mean score? Yeah, you can do that. You can calculate that with NumPy. So NumPy, it helps us do those kind of calculations with, of course, it's numerical, so it should be a number. So it does all those operations to do with numbers. That's what we covered by NumPy for last week. So for last week, we have all the recordings for last week. In case you want to go deeper in what we covered, we have 3 sessions. You can go to the weekly recordings, and then you'll get the recordings for last week. You'll get the recordings for last week. So you should be safe for now. Just go here, click this. You can actually copy in case the link is not clickable. You can just copy and paste it in a new tab. Yeah. All the 3 sessions, we covered the same thing. So you can just choose one and it's okay. So we also covered pandas. And we said pandas is used in data manipulation and analysis. So what is manipulation? Manipulation can be this data. For example, you have a data where we have column 1 is names, column 2 email, column 3 phone number. So we can use pandas to rearrange that, to manipulate how they are ordered. Start with phone number, go with email, then first name. Any kind of manipulation that you might think we can do to this data. Is it editing data? Is it inserting new data? into our list of learners. So pandas is best used in that, in data manipulation and analysis. So what is analysis? Analysis is very simple. Maybe we have that list of 1,000 students or 1,000 learners. I want to know, I don't know how many learners are there. Maybe my sheet has some gaps, or my Excel has some gaps in it. Maybe I'm seeing the last student is 1,000, but in reality, it should be around 800. So pandas will help me calculate how many students are there in that list. So pandas is best used in that. And maybe we have some data that looks too ugly. Pandas can be used to create tables. Do you know how a table looks? Just a normal table, then columns and rows. So yeah, that's what pandas is mostly used for. So that's what pandas is mostly used for. Working with pandas, we can work with any kind of files. Remember when we are working on files and file handling, we talked about CSV. You can add data in a CSV, then Excel, or in a JSON from with pandas. Yeah, with pandas, yeah, it's very easy. It's very easy. So this is how we install pandas. So in case you want to go further and see the practical part, we have the weekly live recordings that we covered for last week. So that's all what we covered for pandas, and actually we used this data to create a data frame. Whenever you hear the word data frame, just know you are talking about tables. For now, just know that we are talking about you are just talking about tables. So yeah, that's what we covered last week. And also last week we were in week 6. So we also supposed to cover introduction to matplotlib. Introduction to matplotlib. Imagine if we successfully cover introduction to matplotlib today, it's just like we are done with, of course we are done with week 7. If we cover matplotlib for week 6, then that means we have already covered matplotlib in week 7. This is just more examples here. So let's just go back to week 6. Go back to week 6, introduction to matplotlib. So just a quick introduction of what matplotlib library is used for. Matplotlib is used to create charts and graphs, just like line graphs, bar charts, and many more. Any chart that you know, that you have ever drawn in your mathematics class, in your physics class, in your geometry class, all those graphs, you can draw them with matplotlib. So if we have matplotlib, for example, I can provide a list of, let's say, 10 students. These 10 students, they have mixed gender, male, female, male, female, male, female at the same time. These 10 students have different education levels, like undergraduate, postgraduate, high school, all these different qualifications, right? So if I have that particular data and I know 5 students are male, 5 are female, 3 are from postgraduate, 7 or 5 from undergraduate, the rest 3 from high school. So if I know the number, imagine I can use matplotlib. That is, I can draw graphs using Python. How? That's crazy. That's crazy. I know it sounds crazy. Imagine writing some like 5 lines of code in Python. Actually, 5 or 4. lines of code in Python, then you have a graph. How crazy is that? Very crazy, very crazy. I know it sounds crazy. Imagine 5 lines of code and then you have a graph. That's damn crazy. So we are going to be using matplotlib to actually do that. So all these, of course, graphs and charts are used for visual representation here. Crazy, crazy enough. So we are going to be using matplotlib today. But where are we going to use it? Does my sound have strong echo? I can see Carlos is saying my voice has some echo. No? Okay, okay. Not on my end. Thank you. Some people are saying sometimes. Yeah, maybe sometimes. Okay, okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. The voice is good. Thank you, Anthony. Okay. So the tool that we are going to be using today, we are not going to be using we are not going to be using VS Code. We are going to use a tool that is called Anaconda. So we are going to use Anaconda. How do we get Anaconda? But before that, so I think we have exhausted the explanation to do with matplotlib before that. So for us to execute this example here, what we need to do is for you all guys who are following along, who are coding along, go to anaconda.com. Anaconda, the biggest snake. Anaconda, the big snake, you guy. Would PyCharm work too? No, it didn't work. Maybe. I've never used PyCharm that much. I don't know. Just go to anaconda.com, then create an account. Authenticate and create an account. I've shared the link on the chat. You can just type it the same way that you hear me talking about anaconda.com/app. The link that I've shared on the chat. This one here. anaconda.com/app. Create an account with Anaconda. So just create an account with Anaconda. Then the moment that you create an account with Anaconda successfully, that will be fast. Then click notebook. Click this Jupyter or Jupyter, whatever you say it. Jupyter or Jupyter notebook. Just click this Jupyter notebook. Click it to redirect you to another page. So the instructions are maybe when you click this, after maybe you have to authenticate through Anaconda website. After you click the Jupyter, there are two things that might occur. There are two things that might occur. You might either be told to sign in again or create an account. Use the same account that has been used to create this Anaconda account. Use the same account. If it's not a must, but if it requests you to sign up, only if it requests you to sign up, okay? But if it doesn't request you to sign up, then it's widescreen, just like mine. See, I've been talking around a minute, but my screen is still widescreen. Give it some time. It's going to load. It's going to load. Give it some time. It's not a mistake. It's not a problem. It's going to load. It's not a mistake. It's not a network issue. It's going to load. For some people, it will be fast. For others, it will be slow. So it's not a mistake. Just give it some time. So go to anaconda.com/app. Once you create an account, click notebooks or this Jupyter notebook. Just click on Jupyter notebook. Then it will redirect you to this page. Just wait for it to load. When it has done loading, it will just look like something like this, but empty directory. It will look something uh, something crazy, something like this. It should look something like this once it has done loading. Mine, it is still loading. Don't pressure, don't pressure yourself. It will load the resources. Just give it some time. Yeah, Alvin, in case you are seeing that your server is starting up, yeah, perfectly fine. No problem. Just wait for it to start. Can I save it into my desktop? Yeah, you can configure it. You can download that Jupyter later into your machine later. Do we need to install? No, we don't need to install. So in case you need the app is when you need to install. But for now, we have no time to install the app. So we'll just use this existing one in the cloud. This Jupyter in the website one. The website one. That's what we are going to use. Yeah, I was waiting for this. Nathan, in case you see, Nathan and anyone else, in case it asked you, what about the runtime, assign runtime? I know it has prompted you with a list of runtimes. Select any. For now, so just select any of your choice. Then just select any and then confirm. Or you can just select any. You're trying to download both Anaconda and it's not working. You don't have to download for now. Just use the online version. Don't need to download. Just use the online version, the version for now. Again, if it requests you to select a runtime, just select any random runtime, then that's it for now. If yours is still loading, just like mine, it's blank screen, give it time, don't pressure it. We have been talking around 2-3 minutes now, and there we go. Mine has loaded after some few minutes. So it's perfectly fine. Don't panic. Okay, for the runtime, I said you can choose any runtime of your choice. Any. Just choose any. It's taking too long. Don't reload. Mine it has taken around 2-3 minutes. It has taken too long. So just be patient. It will load. Once you reload, it will now just start from afresh where it started. So yeah. Don't reload. Just keep it wait.
You see the science, I can move like a blind. Oh, create something in your mind to tell yourself it's alright. losing her mind. She's trying not to right. She's determined. But I'm reading between the lines. Time to let her go. You see, she's showing you the sign. She don't be no more. I tell you that you read between the lines. If she don't love you no more, don't you ever think it.
Okay, if yours is still widescreen, that's why we are playing some music for waiting for it to load. Yeah, I'm aware of all those issues. Mine says server is not running, blah blah blah. Just give it some time. I keep refreshing. No, don't refresh. Once you refresh, it starts from scratch. Don't refresh. So I am going to refresh mine and see how long it will take for it to load. So just don't refresh. Just see how it will take so much time. But it's okay.
Last time we checked the ratio and 10 to 1. Only if a woman know that we are 10 to 1. If she says she don't, you need to understand. We know you love her, but you have to love yourself too. Can't believe how I've been hearing. Where's the love for one another? Where's the caring? Because I love her, you woman, I know they're daring. But for your life, brother, you control the steering. Now you have to read between the lines. Time to let her go. You see, she's showing you the sign. Jump in a row. I tell you that read between the lines. If she not love you no more, don't you ever think to take her life. If she wants to go, then let her go. Every you see, she's showing you the sign. Jump in a row. I tell you that read between the lines. If she not love you no more, don't you ever think to take her life. If she wants to go, then let her go. 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 Let her
Okay, I think anyone who's remaining almost there. You see, mine is yet to load. How long has it taken? It's yet to load. Jupyter is a very heavy tool. Very heavy tool. Why is it heavy? You know all the hassle that you have to go through VS Code. Um, we have to go through VS Code and the rest. This one we don't have to go through all those problems in Jupyter. Finally, we don't have to go through all those stress. So it has so many libraries pre-installed in it. We develop a faster one and call it no. Once you develop a heavy tool just like Anaconda, yeah, loaded but screen is white. It's white screen. Yeah, just wait for it. Just wait for it. So once it loads, we better wait for it to load, and we do one example. Then we use mine that has loaded, and then no one gets uh, the example. It has loaded but still white page. Just give it time. Mine loaded long time ago. Yeah, that's good. If it loaded long time ago, that's perfect. Okay, for those who are asking about the runtime, I said just choose any runtime. Just choose any runtime. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we are good now. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. The earlier the better. Fine. Yeah, I know. I get it. Okay, so we are good. So I've been buying time for those few anacondas to work. I know. You know, anaconda is a very big snake, so it takes some time to wake up. So yeah, it's fine. Perfect. Don't worry. Don't worry. Some of you are still waiting. What do I say? What do I say? What do I say? So we are going to go slowly. For those who are waiting, we are going to go slowly so that once it starts, blah 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 bam bam, you can catch up very fast. So this is the Jupiter, whatever, any can fit. Depends on how you first add it. So either Jupiter or Jupiter, any can fit. So this is the tool. You can access all the files. Just a moment. Where is my Zoom? So you can access the files right here with the file. You can access the edit, the view, the run, and all those other settings, all those other Jupyter settings. You can get them right here. Okay. You can get all those settings. You can get all those other settings right there. So right here on your left, you can browse for files. You can just click to play around with it and see how it works. Otherwise, we still have some buttons here. You can create a new folder. Maybe for your case, it's empty. So we can create the folder that we'll be working with. So the folder that we'll be working with for today is Python session 3. So we are going to be working anything that we are going to work for today. It is going to be in this folder, Python session 3. So now every file that we are going to create, it will be right here. So what did I do to go to that particular file? I just double clicked the folder. Just double clicked the folder. Just double click the folder, then it'll take you there. I'm going slowly. I'm buying time for those are still loading. Catch up slowly. So there we go. Once we have that, in case you want to create our first file, just click on file, then click on new. Where? Far left, file, then click this new. Then click new notebook, this notebook. Just click, there you go. It has created our first file. So it has created our first file, that is the untitled notebook. The untitled notebook. Untitled Jupyter notebook. So this is untitled Jupyter notebook. So in that case, once it's here, you can just type anything right here and print this session. This is session 3. This is session 3. Anywhere, just type anywhere here, then it will show you this session 3. Now, how do we run this code in Jupyter? Jupyter. So you can click, you see this just above this piece of code, we have this we have this navigation here. So in this navigation, we have this run, this play button here. You can click this run, or in case you can't find it, you forgot, we have another run here. We have this run, the run that you see, run selected cell or run the entire cell. Run, you can run selected cell. There we go, it has printed out the output. So you can edit this code as many times as you want. This session 3, and you can just click this button, this run this cell. There we go, this code is running perfectly. This code is running perfectly. Yeah, that is the Jupyter. So that is the Jupyter running your first Python code. Running your first Python code with Jupyter. Okay. Someone is saying no output. Yeah, it's no output. If there is no output, maybe you have clicked outside. So just make sure that your cursor is right here. You have clicked inside here. Just make sure that you have clicked inside right here. Click inside right here. Click inside right here. Then run this code. Am I on mute? No, I'm not on mute. Okay, I'm not on mute. I'm okay. Yeah. Why are you guys laughing? Okay, so make sure that your cursor is right here. Then you click run. Then it will run successfully with no problems. So I hope so far so good. So how do we change this title here? How do we change this? Maybe you want to know. You can just click this on your left, the name of the file, then right click. After you right click, you can see the name. And this can be uh, you can just type any name of your choice. Just type the actual name, then leave the .p blah 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 intact. Just leave it intact. Just leave it intact. Just leave it intact. I'm going slow. I'm waiting for. Okay, I'm going slow. Once we make sure that now you have the basics, now the rest will be just flow. We have 30 minutes. Actually, we have 30 minutes to. Yeah, it's only 1 hour, 30 minutes. So we have 30 minutes. We have max of 30 minutes. So blah blah blah. What do we have now? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now we can do the real coding of the matplotlib. Now let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do the real. Let's do the real thing. The real thing. That is the matplotlib now. Up you are ready. Let's do the. So if yours is not running, just make sure that you have clicked the cell that you are running, then click run. It will run. It will run. Just make sure that you select the cell that you are running, then click run. It will run. So I want us to create a simple graph. What graph? A graph that has an x and y axis. For example, this graph here. This graph has an x-axis and y-axis. Then we have this line graph. So how do we go about it? Very simple. So you can define this data right here. You can define this data right here. You can define this data right here. That is the x-axis and y-axis. So in the x-axis, we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? How? So we have a count of 1 all the way to 5. For example, for you to understand, let's say that we, so far, we have done 5 weeks of content successfully. So out of 5 weeks, I want to draw a graph of the number of weeks that we have covered against the number of learners who have attended the sessions. In the x-axis is the number of weeks. In the y-axis is the number of learners who attended the sessions. So if we have 5 weeks, then we should have 5 attendance. So maybe the first day, only 1,000 learners attended. We are not aware if the sessions have started. Day 2 or week 2, learners were aware that is the sessions have started, then they joined. Day 3, so many learners joined in that day. Then the following week 4, some learners gave up, and then that number dropped to 1,800. Then after some motivation, the number rose again to 20, maybe some 2010 value, something like this, or this number raised to 2,500 learners who attended the sessions. So we have this data. We want to plot a graph. So how do we plot a graph right here? It's very simple. So before that, we have to import the matplotlib. We have not imported the matplotlib. We have not imported the library itself. So we import the matplotlib.pyplot, the Python plot, as plt, or as the plot. You can just write this as anything, as plot. So I can do anything that I want now from here. So I can use the plt, this one, the plot dot, I call the plot function dot plot. So I'm going to plot x-axis against y-axis. Oops. X-axis against y-axis, like this. So in the x-axis and y-axis. So I'm printing out this x-axis and this y-axis. So I run my code. Wait, there we go. We have a very good graph of showing the number of learners who attended, some few more attended, the number dropped, then the number had to shoot again up to here. So yeah, that's how you simply draw a small graph. As simple as that. It's very simple. Someone is saying I'm gonna break the keyboard. Is my keyboard shouting so much? Yeah, no. How did you create the folder? I lost my Wi-Fi cut off. No, don't worry. We have the recordings. Let me just copy the code. No, before I copy the code, I'm going to copy the entire code base once we are done. I'll copy. Just give me some like 2-3 minutes, then we'll copy. Okay. Now once we are done this, maybe our graph needs something like this. You see the number of students, the number of classes, the number of learners. So in case we want to add those labels, this is what we do. This is how we do the labels. So just come here and say plot dot x, dot x labels dot x label, then say I can say number of weeks. I can say number of weeks. So for example, if I run this code, you can see now we have this title here, this small text, number of weeks. So if we wanted to plot for y, plt dot y label, you add it into number of learners. There we go. Number of learners. Then I run this code. Blah blah blah. There we go. Number of learners. We have it right there. As simple as it sounds. As simple as it looks like. So someone is asking, how now can I use this in real life? Don't worry. Next week we are going to look at that. So next week, what we'll be doing will be now using real data. You see, for now we are not using some real data. We are just hard coding our data. So next week we'll be using our own data that we'll be having. Someone is saying, Dungo, you are saying you and data analysis, same WhatsApp groups. Yeah, good one, Dungo. Okay, so that's the first example. So we are going to do the second example, then you guys are going to do the other examples. So once we get the first two examples, then the rest will be easy on you. So the second example that we want to try is, we have a list of names, that is, we have Alice, we have Bob, and then we have this guy called Charlie. So these learners, they have different scores. So Alice scored, maybe in a Python test, scored 85. Bob, 90. Then Charlie, 70, 78, right? 78. Charlie, 78. Then we have this Charlie, 70. This Charlie, 78. So I want to draw a graph, not really a graph, but a chart. Is it a chart? What do we call this? Bar charts. Yeah. I want to draw this bar chart. So what do I do now? I have to plot this. Plot dot bar. It's a bar chart. So in the bar chart, I can choose. In the x-axis, I can have the names. So the names, comma. In the y-axis, I'm going to have the scores. Then imagine, just like with 3 lines of code, with 3 lines of code, then you run, you have that particular bar chart. Imagine, as easy as that. As easy as 3 lines of code, you have a bar chart. Imagine you have a bar chart. With only 3 lines of code, you have a bar chart. Maybe, just for example, just a quick one. In case we wanted to label the x and y axis, what could we have done? Just simple. PLT dot x label, then we say learners names. Then PLT dot y-axis, not y-axis, but y-labels, y-label. Then say learner score. You have the learner score. You have the learner score. So once I run this piece of code, as you can see now we have the learner names, then we have the learner score. So let me just share this code in case you guys want to try. But these lines of code, they are already here. They are already here in the LMS week 6. The LMS week 6 on matplotlib. On matplotlib. So someone has asked a good question. What about the title? What about the title? What about the title? So what title? Maybe, yes, I've added the learner score, the learner names, right? But this diagram is not labeled. I just have a diagram. It's not labeled the title of this diagram. So what I can do, I can just plot dot title. Plot dot title. I can say learners score graphs. Learner score graph. Whatever title that you're going to give it. Then I can run my code. There we go. Learner score graph. There we go. We have the title right there. Imagine it is as easy as it looks like. Very easy as it looks like. So with those few examples, with only those few examples, how many people are loving data analysis? For now, with only those few examples. Yeah, I can see Alvin, I can see Alex. I think everyone is loving this. Everyone is loving this. I got a graph. Yay! Congratulations, Abigail. Someone say, you got a graph. This is so smooth. Annie, yeah, it's very smooth. They sound smooth? Yeah. Yeah, I can see you guys are loving data analysis. Someone is saying you need another week. Yeah, next week we are here for the same reason. For the same reason, that is data analysis. Next week we are right here for the same reason. Next week we are here for the same reason, data analysis. So don't worry. It is even easier than Excel. Yeah, it is even. Imagine next week we are going to work with Excel. Let's say that we have some data, very large data in Excel. Okay, very large data in Excel. And very large data in Excel. Then you want to import that data into this analysis, our own analysis. Yeah, I'm going to show you how we import this data right there. I must show. Yeah, Annie, just go and boast around. Go and be proud out there. Annie, go and shine. Go and shine to them. Make them feel bad. Make them feel bad that you know data analysis. That's how we win. That's how we win. So, and this week, next week, your mission is only one. Make them feel bad. Make them feel bad, you know, data analysis. Go and show them how you can draw these graphs. Yeah, we can do this. I told you guys we can do this. Now, see, it's getting more easier. The farther we go, the farther it gets easier. It's just like a graph, ups and downs. It has ups and downs. Why does my plot title not working? Just check the spelling. Maybe something's more you have missed. Can we learn creating API? Yeah, of course. You are going to learn. In web development, you'll be working with APIs, creating your own damn APIs. Someone is asking, maybe the last thing that we can try, can we have different colors in the bus? Yes, John, is very simple. Very simple. You see these colors in this bus. So what color do you see here? This blue, right? We want Alice, Bob, and Charlene each to have different colors. So where do you do this? You see the plot bar? The bar names scores. Okay. You can add comma. You can add color as equal to an array. In this array, you can add color red, comma, color pink, comma, color purple, just like that. And if we try to run this piece of code, there we go. See, very awesome, very awesome. Very simple. As simple it looks like. Red, pink, and purple. Very easy. You see, guys, it's very easy. I can see all of you are saying that it's very slow. It's very simple. Yeah, it's very simple. It looks like as it looks like successfully. What a confidence booster. Yeah, amazing. You guys need to go and take some Coca-Cola. Very one. Hey, someone is Albert. You don't know color purple? Damn. I just knew colors after learning. You are not alone. You are not alone. We are not laughing at you. See, these people are laughing at you. It's not me. It's not me. No wonder you are Albert. You are a man. You are the real man. You are the real man. You don't know colors. You are the real man, man. Albert, congratulations. You are the real guy. Oh, maybe we can. No, this is not fair. You see what Jen is saying? It's not me. It's Jen. He's saying, it's a litmus paper. But I know if you are colorblind, if you don't know what is purple, what did you get in chemistry? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not joking. I'm just joking. Just joking. We are here. We are here. See, this guy is defending himself. He's saying that chemistry was optional. No, it was not optional. Just say what you got. You're not going to laugh at you. That's past tense. You had the clean air. No, Albert. Albert is boy. No, that's a lie. He's saying you had a clean air. Clean air for what? If you don't know purple. Joseph, you're saying negate that A. Negate that A. Negate that A. Now, if you don't know purple, Albert, how are we going to help you? How are we going to help you? This is the purple. Charlie is the purple. This purple. Okay, maybe I can repeat. You know, this is red. Albert, this is red. This is what red looks like. This is pink. I know you know pink. I'm not going to explain why. I know you know pink. But purple, this is purple. This is purple. That's violet. No, that's not violet. Who is this is saying this is violet? Who is this? Let me see who is this guy saying this is violet. Maybe you have deleted. Marceline, this is violet. Yeah, this can be violet. Depends with the shade of the color. You see that we have blue, we have dark blue. Yeah, you have those kind of variations of these colors. Pink, this is the normal pink. Now the other ones are just better versions of pink, some shades of pink, those variations. Yeah, someone is saying pink is famous, pink is nice. No, I'm not going to comment. Anyway, you guys, you can go try the pie chart. The pie chart is straightforward. The pie chart, it is straightforward. So let me see if we have any questions on the chat so that I know. Get us to the code for the colors. Let me just copy this code for colors. I'm just going to copy the entire code. The entire code right there. Done with pi. Done with pi. That's awesome. So all this content we are doing, it's on week 6. We are on week 7 in reality, but this code we are doing, it's on week 6. The introduction to Matplotlib. This is Matplotlib. Week 6. You can go to week 6, guys. I guess, and I guessed until it's right. Yeah, thank you. Congratulations, Chalvin. Is it Chalvin or is it Calvin? How can you concentrate on more than one course? You want to concentrate in more than one course? It's very simple. So you just create time. You just create time for one course. But if you're asking that in PLP, we are going to specialize in the next, I think, 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time, we'll drop all the courses, then focus on one. Imagine we'll drop all other courses and only have one lesson per week. I know it's hard. I know it's getting tough concentrating between database, Python, web development, and startup building. Yeah. Yeah, it's very easy. It's very easy. It's very easy. Yeah, one lesson per week. Yeah. I know it sounds like stories are job, but it's one lesson per week, you guys. You're going to specialize and just focus on one. Kindly list one of the areas. So in Python, yes, all these things that we have learned, we are going to specialize in Python, and Python, you are going to be specifically going into AI. That is learning AI tools and AI development. We are going to learn that. Of course, we are going to introduce mobile development in case you want to create mobile apps with Flutter, that with Flutter. And of course, for those who are going to go with web development, we're going to do full stack, backend and frontend with React and Node.js. Yeah, so that's what we are going to specialize in 3 modules. I have made my choice. Python is it. Today we are going to share the calendar for the modules. We are going to share the calendar. Once we specialize, we are going to share the calendar for each module. I'm through with all the assignments, quiz, and Python module is not updating. I'll check that. I think that should be week 8. The last week is where we have that small issue. I know, I'm aware. I'm going to fix that tonight. Can you specialize in 2? As long as you can handle, you can specialize. As long as you can handle, you can specialize. Do we have to create? Yeah, you have to create a project in AI development. We are going to show you. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's easy. It's not hard. Anyway, you guys can go practice for pie charts. You can just go practice for pie chart and histogram. They are very simple. You see how simple it was to do the normal chart, the bar chart, and also the line chart, the line graph. Yeah, it's very easy. It's very simple. You guys are going to make it. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for joining. So that much.